This is Ducati's 959 Panigale. It's the little brother to the 1299 that Chaz Davies is using to great effect in the Superbike World Championship. It doesn't quite have all the special features of the 1299. It doesn't have those advanced suspension, the active suspension, that sort of stuff. And there's a few other little areas where they've managed to reduce the cost right down to $19,990 for this red one, a little bit more for the white one. But what you are getting is an 8-valve Ducati sports bike, which, as you know, over the years, they've won so many Superbike World Championships, so many different titles around the world, that these bikes are very, very special. And with the 959, they've improved it from the old 899, and it still offers that excellent value for money. If you're after a really hot Ducati sports bike, this is one to have a good look at. So for around about the same sort of money as you'll pay for a Japanese leader bike, you're getting a Ducati that's almost the same in capacity. They're so close to 1,000 cc's these days, it's not funny. And what's Ducati done with this? Well, compared to the old 899, they've made a few little changes. They've made the swing arm pivot a little bit lower, they've made the fairing just a tiny little bit wider, but it's really more tweaks and little updates than wholesale changes. The upsizing in the capacity has meant you've got about 9 more horsepower, up to around 157. And that means there's lots and lots of horses there. It's not a 200 horsepower machine like the really open class machines, but how often can you really use that power? And the beauty about this bike is it's very light and flickable. So if you get it out on a racetrack, you're going to go very, very fast. You're going to have an awful lot of fun. You get it out onto an open winding road, and you're still going to have an awful lot of fun. And if you want to learn how to ride better, you've got all the suspension adjustability is all still there, available through the clickers and with the screwdriver, and you will have you'll be able to set this machine up to suit how you ride fast. Don't have the electronic active suspension on that comes on the 1299, especially the 1299S. What you do have is the electronic control of the engine and the ABS, the traction control, the ride-by-wire throttle. So there's an awful lot of electronics still here, and most of that is customisable through your instrument panel, so you can set it up the way you like it, and you can also record those settings through the 3 different riding modes. So this is a machine that's aimed at people who really do want to get the best out of sports riding. They want to play with those controls, play with those suspension settings, set up the machine to suit them, and then you will be having an awful lot of fun setting lap times or blasting up your favourite winding road. Now, is it the motorcycle for everybody? Absolutely not. It is uncompromising. It is relatively uncomfortable if you are used to normal machines. This is a full-on sports bike, and as such, it's got low handlebars, high seat, fairly stiff suspension straight out of the box, and you'll find it uncompromising. But if you're looking for an uncompromising machine, one that looks stunning, goes really well, is fairly easy to this type of machine, has all the electronics that you really need, and it's still priced at under 20 grand. This is a great machine to have a good look at your Ducati dealer.